What's up, everyone? This is the Pat and Bill Show. I'm Bill Whyte. With me, as always, Pat Eby.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Fantastic, thank you.
That's good. So, Pat, we're going to be talking about some of these free agent things that are going. This has been a crazy free agent offseason. And yeah, we're just going to start getting we're going to keep current, I guess, what the kids say.
Yeah.
I don't think the kids say that. I just made that up.
I don't know.
No, they might say it. But either way, Matt Ryan, he went to the Colts. The Matt Ryan era in Atlanta is over. The Falcons are taking on like a dead cap hit of like something like $40 million, like the biggest one of all time. This is insane. This is bad business.
Yeah, bananas. I think that was them trying to do him right a little bit, you know what I mean? And let him go somewhere that he'll make the playoffs and at least sort of kind of compete. I mean, the AFC is stacked as shit, so it's like they're really not – I don't think they're going too far. But, I mean, I definitely think wild card for sure because, I mean, they missed it by, a game last year. That was their whole beef with Carson down the stretch, making throws.
Their division is just Tennessee's good, really. It's Jacksonville, Houston, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So they have a chance. They have a chance at the division.
Correct. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, so they could win the division. I mean, yeah, dude, it's for the Colts a big upgrade over Wentz. And for Atlanta, I mean, they're in full rebuild. You know what I mean? Stinks to eat money like that, but I think they were just trying to do them a solid, send them to, I wouldn't quite say a contender, but at least a playoff-bound team. And fresh start for them, Marcus Mariota. I think that's just another like bridging the gap type of guy. But I mean, he was chilling for a couple of years as a backup, so it's like you get to learn and you put in another environment. It stinks because he has just Kyle Pitts to throw to. I mean, he needs more than just that guy, but not a bad guy to throw to.
No, everyone else is gone. Russell Gage is gone. Cordero Patterson's a free agent.
He's back.
Oh, did he resign?
Yeah, like 2 years, maybe.
Okay. So that's actually good. So Cordero Patterson had a great year last year. And then, like, Mike Davis sucked, so he doesn't even matter.
No.
And Hayden Hurst is gone. Russell Gage is gone. Calvin Ridley's gambling on games. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of help there. But my problem with Mariota, and always has been, is that he plays scared. That's what I always thought about him. He's always like, I don't know. He doesn't have like exactly. I just feel like he's always nervous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been a few years, so I don't even remember like in my brain any of the ways he used to play. But I mean, he at least can scramble. I'll give him that. I think his beef too was maybe accuracy, but yeah, I mean, it's just decision making. Dude, he's just another Mitchell Trubisky situation. Like they're relatively the same age, same story. Yeah. Trubisky, I think, would start running outside the pocket, like instead of standing tall, staying tough in there, and then you kind of just make inaccurate throws. So, but again, I mean, both of them just sat behind, good quarterbacks, really good quarterbacks. So, I mean, why not take a flyer, see what happens? I mean,
he's cheap.
Yeah, and he's like 28, so it's like he's still got some years. So
yeah, I guess you can't if you have a $40 million dead cap hit. Paying another like elite quarterbacks kind of.
Yeah, and honestly, too, man. Sometimes these signings are just not only like to bridge the gap, but also to like put them in a position to help out like a rookie or the new guy. It's like the Patriots and Brian Hoyer. They keep re-signing that dude because he just knows the organization, he knows the system, and it's just like you're gonna help educate. Yeah, exactly. So it's like Mariota could end up sitting there in Atlanta for a handful of years, play, 1-2 seasons, and then, hand it over to like, rookie second-year guy, but also be there to help him out. So,
yeah, because I guess if Atlanta is not expecting to win this year, because they shouldn't be, because you might be able to get the first pick in the draft,
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a quarterback there you like.
The Bryce Young, tanking.
Bryce Young, yeah. Is he going to be eligible next year, right? He'll be a junior this year, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, yeah, it's a tank for Bryce Young type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So another quarterback. Speaking of Mariota, that same draft class, Jameis Winston. He just re-signed in New Orleans. So last year, Jameis Winston played 7 games before getting hurt, right?
Yeah.
The Saints went 5-2. He had 1,170 yards, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 102.8 quarterback rating. That's in 7 games.
They just made a great playbook for him, and made
Yeah.
it so he wouldn't be trying to squeeze in throws and be erratic like he was in the past. And I mean, look at that, dude. 7 games, he only had not even 1,200 yards passing. So you could tell, like, he was averaging 170 yards a game type stuff. Like,
Yeah, true.
so what wasn't anything, big time, but I
Yeah,
think
the
good
first
coaching,
game against
good
Green Bay
planning.
too inflated his numbers. I think he had like 170 yards in that game. He had like 4
Yeah.
touchdowns or something.
Yeah, that's true
Stupid.
too. Yeah, I remember that. Bunch of touchdowns. Nah, dude, I
Yeah.
mean, it's good because, again, the market, it went pretty quick, and they lost out on Watson. So it's like after that, it was just like, what are you going to do? And Jameis is it. He knows the organization and all that stuff. And yeah, I mean, if he doesn't turn it over, he's just as good as a game manager than, Trubisky, Garoppolo, whoever else is out there. So it's just like, that's it. Like, why not?
Yeah,
I
your
could have
odds are better
saw,
off
well,
with him.
I guess Atlanta wouldn't want to do same division, but Matt Ryan would have been cool there too.
Yeah.
But same division, so probably why that didn't go down.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but no,
Yeah, and so the new coach, this new Sean Payton's not there anymore. He's
yeah,
gone.
I think that's gonna hurt a little bit, but
Definitely, because Sean Payton was definitely built that whole offense, like you were saying. So Winston could succeed.
yeah,
The new coach hopefully can do the same thing. I don't know what his history is of quarterbacks or anything like that.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just understanding who you have, and that's what I know. Like Sean Payton, I think was just like, all right, we got Jameis Winston. Like, we ask him to throw it 40 times a game. There's a good chance he's going to have 3 or 4 picks, So it's
Mhm.
like, let's not do that, and then just design this offense around his strengths and whatnot. So that's why they went 5-2. So, and then Taysom Hill is just not a quarterback like that. Just
No, he's not. They pay him a lot of money, and it's crazy because
Yeah,
he's a gadget guy. Like what for?
like a
What the hell are you
wildcat,
doing?
like just
Yeah, then he's like
weird trick plays.
you need to pay him as a backup. Is what you need to do. Backup quarterback. That's what he
Yeah,
is. Backup quarterback.
pretty much.
It was like when Brissett was going in and getting first downs for the Dolphins. You know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah.
a first and one, Brissett comes in, gets the first down. Oh, goes to him.
Out.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
QB sneak or something. Yeah.
Brissett's still a backup. It's not anything special, But yeah. So I don't think New Orleans is still going to be very good next year, though, with or without Winston or whatever. I think it's going to be a NFC does suck, but now you have Brady in that division. You got to play them twice. You know what I mean? The rest of the division's crap, though.
Maybe 500.
Maybe 500. I wouldn't be surprised if they like gone to the playoffs. Like just it's because
Well,
the
my thing
NFC
is,
is so
what's up with
weak.
Michael Thomas? Is he even playing anymore? Is he like, I hate
Who?
football? Michael Thomas.
I have him on my dynasty fantasy league, so he better fucking play. I'm sick of him. Can't
Yeah.
trade him. No one wants him.
Yeah, but 500 maybe sneak in.
Yeah. But yeah, so Winston coming off the market there. That leaves like not that many landing spots left for Jimmy Garoppolo, Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? Those seem like the last 2 guys.
So word on the street is the Panthers do not want Baker. So that leaves Seattle.
Mhm.
Seattle, I think, just got a bunch of first round picks, from Denver.
Yeah,
with the
for
Russell
Wilson.
trade. So I mean, they might draft a quarterback, and I don't think they really. I mean, the thing about it is, man, is I think a lot of people are starting really to understand the chemistry side of things. Like, you got to have a good locker room, a good chemistry amongst like the team, and like Baker's just like a crybaby. You know what I mean? So it's just like
Yeah.
nobody really wants that toxic shit in their like environment. So
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I don't see too many people doing it. I can see him. What happens is, I mean, they want a first round pick. I don't think they're going to get that. Like, it's like, dude, look at how everything's panned out. Like, he's mediocre numbers. Like, no one gets along with him, type of thing. It's like, I don't know, unless some
without him.
Unless some team like that knows they're going to have like pick number 27, 28 is like, yeah, we'll do it because we know we're going to be at the bottom of the round. Like, maybe, but I don't really see that happening. But honestly, I had it in my mind, and don't think, just because, I have the Bucks tickets, like, fan thing. But I mean, I could see him going to like a Buccaneers type of thing, or someone with an old quarterback that can maybe like shut him up, humble him a little bit. And, they just like, we really don't have too many, legit options after this guy when he retires at the end of this year or next year. Like, Baker's 25, 26. It's like, let him sit on his ass for like 2 years, humble out a little bit, learn the system, and then plug him in, So not necessarily here, but even like Indianapolis, behind Matt Ryan. If Matt Ryan,
or something.
Someone that's older that might be done in a few years.
You sound like Green Bay and make Baker Mayfield cry every day. Aaron Rodgers bullying him.
Yeah, that could happen too. But yeah, I would say like, man, just like some team with an older starting quarterback, just do that. I mean, dude, even who else has got an old one?
I'm trying to think. Not a lot.
I mean, really, it's Brady, Matt Ryan, Rodgers, and then it's kind of it, man. I think for old
geezers. That's it. I'm forgetting something.
I mean, Russ is like 33.
Oh, but Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, yeah. He's
Derek Carr.
Like 33, 34, Derek Carr. But no, I would say like Buccaneers or Colts, like if they were just like, yo, dude, nobody wants him. We'll give you a second-round pick, and then stash him for a couple years or something, like, because he's on the
what they should do. You know who should go after him is Washington. Because but Washington's not going to want to give a lot for him. But like, that might be a good sweat, because in case Carson Wentz sucks, like he's probably gonna, at least Baker Mayfield. But then again, if Taylor Heineke's there, I'm just as happy with Taylor Heineke than I am with
the chemistry side of it all too. And I think like if you went to, like again, say Tampa, Tom Brady is not going to be like, a bully, but he's also going to be like, dude, if you want to go anywhere, but it's like, if you want to go anywhere in this league, like you better like perform, be about your teammates, do this. And Bruce Arians too, like that dude talks his shit. So he'd probably same thing. He'd probably bully him before Brady would. And he'd be like, dude, sit down and shut up. Like, so I could see it where there's just like a lot of maturity, like in the locker room and whatnot, that he goes to and learns to shut up and play. Oops, I don't mean to say that, but but Baker needs to shut up and play. But that's where it is. Like Baker needs to shut up and play. Like
basically. So but you said something with the Panthers, right? So they're not interested in Baker.
Yeah, I read
in Garoppolo, you think?
I think for them, dude, it's getting weird because the market is it's like almost nothing. That's why those two is going to be difficult. I mean, Garoppolo, I think, one shoulder injury, had the surgery, money, and then just the market's like not even there. So it's like literally what the Panthers, I think Houston, they're okay with Davis Mills. I think they have a bunch of draft picks now after the Watson trade. So it's like maybe a quarterback, or maybe they just start going weapons and stuff, And I mean, he could, I don't know. I mean, if they wanted Baker, I'm sure they would have included him in the trade with Watson if that was the deal. But I don't think they want him either. So I think they're good with Davis.
I think it's
it really leaves. Yeah, it leaves the Panthers. So either the Panthers say, "Hey, we take Jimmy G," or we go again with Sam Darnold and Cam Newton. But
or draft a guy.
Or draft. I mean, but again, I think this is a weak draft. But
there it is. There's two quarterbacks. So there's Malik Willis and there's Kenny Pickett. There's also the guy, I keep forgetting names, but there's a guy from Ole Miss and the guy from North Carolina. There's four potential first-round quarterbacks. Matt Corral.
And then Sam Howell.
Yes. So
Desmond Riddler is the other one. That's like the five.
Yeah. So how many teams are actually going to be looking to draft a quarterback this year? You know what I mean? Not many. Maybe the Lions. maybe Seattle, maybe Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot.
And
But
who's
again,
gonna
dude,
want
I
to spend
mean,
the first
that's
round
even
pick?
even Seattle. I mean, the 49ers wouldn't trade Jimmy G within the division to Seattle. They don't want to face him. Not that he's like
No.
a freaking stud baller, but still, they're just not going to do that. So it's like, I mean, dude, they might have to hang on to him because here's the other side is like, as much as they believe in Trey
Trey
Lance,
Lance.
like
Mhm.
there's still that possibility that he's not that dude. So
Yeah, it's true. And Jimmy G, I mean, say what you want. He led them to a Super Bowl a couple of years back. I mean, he's got a
yeah,
winning
I mean,
record.
dude, he just is another guy that can manage the game. He can get a little
Mhm.
erratic himself, but he doesn't make a lot of mistakes and he doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily lose you games.
Yeah, exactly. And you got a team like San Fran who has a good defense, who has Debo Samuel. You know what I
Runs
mean?
it,
All you
runs
really
it
need is
well,
a
plays
guy
good
just to
defense.
don't screw things up back there.
I mean, and dude, that's essentially like what you could say like New Orleans did with Jameis when he was playing. Like not as good of a defense as San Francisco, but you have Alvin Kamara and you brought back Ingram, stuff like that. Like you just run it and play decent D and
Mhm.
keep people in the game.
Exactly. We got breaking news here on your watch.
Just my mother coming to town
Oh,
trying to tell me what to get at the grocery store, and I've already got it all.
you got
She asked for coffee, juice, and Michelob Ultra. Got it all at the store yesterday.
your mom's coming out there?
Tomorrow
Going
night.
down
Yeah.
there?
Yep.
Nice. What, Florida? That's your Florida bedroom?
Yeah, this is the Florida office. This has got all the like paint stuff on that whiteboard over there.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yes, sir.
That's cool. Is that where your mom's sleeping?
Yeah, folds down. And
Nice.
I got like a mattress pad cover thing. But yeah, man, that's the skinny man. I mean, that's how I feel about the quarterback sitch and where it's at. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt Ryan will make the playoffs with Indy. Baker
Mhm.
Mayfield, I don't think they're going to get a first round pick. Again, they might from someone that's like, we're going to have pick 30. Like, here you go. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Jimmy G's like trading spots have kind of dwindled down to probably Carolina, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
Mariota, another Trubisky, see what happens. And yeah, and then Jameis just has to not throw 30 picks.
Yeah. Easier said than done.
Yeah, that's the update.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I think that's all we got for this week's episode of the Pat and Bill Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with KTD?
KTD, thanks for bringing that up, is going to be hosting, if you're in the Plymouth, Massachusetts area, in the in May, early May, we're going to be starting the KTD Summer League, Summer Basketball 3-on-3 at Summer Street Basketball Court. So if you're interested, you can message me on Facebook or Instagram, or if you know my phone number, call me. I don't care. Text me. But yeah, we'll figure things out. It's in the works right now. So we'll have more information.
Can I come off the bench when I'm in town?
Possibly. We'll work something out. We'll write you up a 1-day contract.
There you go. Because Therese, I was going to play with Therese and Tevin in that tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you guys have a full summer, I'd like to come off the bench.
Yeah. There's also going to be the Memorial Day tournament. That's actually taking place. KTD Sports presents the Memorial Day tournament at Summer Street. And that is the same thing. That's a 1-day 3-on-3 basketball event. So that is a Memorial Day. So it's a May 30th, so end of May.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So get your popcorn ready.
Got it.
So yeah, you need to add anything else, Pat?
No, sir.
Got it. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook twice. YouTube was what I meant. Subscribe on YouTube. Like on Facebook. Whatever it is on Instagram, do that. Just go through them all. Find us, like us, subscribe.
Start hitting switches.
Yep, exactly. It's hitting buttons and everything. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time. Y'all be sweet. Peace. Cut. Start over.